Hello, my name is Kelly Day from Bloom Healing, and today I'm just going to show you how to use a healing pendulum to clear energy and install energy. So what direction would your pendulum be moving in if it was clearing and installing? So I'm using my Isis 6 healing pendulum, Egyptian healing pendulum today to demonstrate this. I do have other pendulums, but this is just a really good all-rounder really, and a good one to start with because it's not too big. So yeah, it feels like quite a good weight to begin really with this kind of work. So my Egyptian Isis healing pendulum is knotted on the string here where I need to hold it to tune into my own personal wavelength. So if you want to find out how to find your own personal wavelength and where to hold the string on your pendulum for yourself or whoever it is that you're working with, then you can see my video on how to do that, how to find your personal wavelength below. So I would hold my pendulum here, and then let's say for example that I've identified with the pendulum through charts or however it is, through asking questions, that I have a suppressed emotion, or I'm holding an emotion of worry in my energetic field and I want to try and release that. So what I would do now is, while I'm holding the pendulum over my hand, I would say a healing, or let's call it a clearing decree to help release that energy. So let's say for example, it's this energy of worry. So I'm going to hold my pendulum over my hand. Now it begins to move in that clockwise direction because it's tuned into me. So it's just telling me that this is my personal wavelength. So now I'm just going to start to say the healing decree. I ask to clear the energy and emotion of worry from my energy field, clearing it from my entire energy field, clearing this emotion and energy of worry through all space, time and dimensions. Clearing this energy and emotion of worry through any detrimental cords of attachments that I may hold from any experiences, from any places, and so it is. So you can see that my pendulum is moving in this counterclockwise, anti-clockwise direction, and that is a clearing direction. That is in clearing mode. My pendulum is clearing this energy from me. And then when it stops and comes to a standstill, the work is done. Okay, so you can just see it's just beginning to slow down and stop there. And then it will probably just begin to tune into my personal wavelength again. So now it's moving in that clockwise direction. So you could see that my pendulum, once I started bringing that decree in, the healing clearing decree, so bringing my intention into it, the pendulum began to move in the counterclockwise direction. So that's what it does when it's clearing energy from you. It moves in a counterclockwise direction, and then as soon as it's kind of finished the clearing, you'll just notice it slowing down and begin to come to a standstill, and then that is that work is done for now. It doesn't mean that you never have to clear that emotion or energy again, but it's often in layers, and we may have to revisit it, but that is done for now. So then you can kind of move on to something else. And also, just to say, that doesn't mean that you might not need to do some other work in connection, in collaboration with this method. I do find that this working with a healing pendulum is very powerful with your intention, paired with your intention. But yeah, it depends how deep the energy is. It depends on the individual. Sometimes you may need to do some visualization work with it, where it feels in your body. Sometimes you may need to do some extra kind of breathing methods with it, some tapping perhaps. So yeah, everybody's individual with that, but this is a way that you can energetically help to clear energy. So now I may want to just show you like how to bring a positive emotional energy in. So let's say I'm going to hold the pendulum over my hand again. It just begins to sort of slightly move because it's tuned into me. I'm now just going to bring in my intention and a healing decree. So I'm going to say, please bring in the emotion and energy of happiness and joy into my energy field. Please fill every cell in my body with happiness and joy. Please radiate happiness and joy from every energetic layer from my entire energy field through all space, time and dimensions. So you can see when I brought that decree in, my pendulum just continued to move in that clockwise direction. And then I know that when it comes to a standstill, that's all I need to do and the work is done for now. Okay. So yeah, just demonstrating there that the pendulum moves in an anti-clockwise direction for clearing mood, releasing energy, and it moves in a clockwise direction for bringing energy in, for installing positive energy into you. And if you would like to explore this further, I do have a downloadable guide, a manual called the 7-Star Energy System, which is a pendulum healing guide. And within this guide, there are instructions of how to clear energy and install energy. There are over 1,000 lists of different emotions, different beliefs or mindsets or physical energies, allergies. There's also pendulum charts as well. If you would like to use your pendulum to dowse using a chart, you can do that to identify certain energies as well. So there are lots of different energies listed within this guide. There's also resonant energies listed in there as well. So if you wanted to dowse to see if there was a particular colour that was beneficial for you, the resonant energies that are within this guide are colours, flower essences, sacred geometry, and sound. So I also use solfeggio frequency. So yeah, you can also dowse with the lists or with the charts within this book. And it's called the 7-Star Energy System, and it's a pendulum healing method of clearing energy and installing energy if you wish to install as well. And that's, yeah, I'll pop the link in the description below if you're keen on kind of exploring this further and you would like to, you'd like some kind of charts to help navigate energies that you're perhaps holding and would like to release, then feel free to download that guide there. And any questions, please let me know. Always happy to help with any questions or comments. That would be, great. Okay, thanks very much.